the Appalachian region of this country has taken on this hurricane, and they're still very much suffering. There's a lot of frustration from a lot of people. There's a lot of questions as to, why or how or in this. All I can speak on is the facts. And the facts are people are dying, people have died, people are homeless, people are missing, people are very, very bad injured. And, it's just a very, very bad deal going on in the Appalachian region of this country, which happens to be part of the area I'm from. I mean, my hometown didn't suffer like other hometowns within the Appalachian region. We're very, very lucky and blessed beyond belief compared to what other areas are experiencing.
Obviously, people in Florida tend to, I don't know about be prepared, but at least have a few days warning if their area is going to be kind of in the bullseye. Did your area, Asheville, I mean, maybe you thought you'd be affected, but did you think it was going to hit as hard there?
No, not at all. We're nowhere near the beach. We're inland by a few states. So sure, we thought we were going to get some rain, tropical storm, wind. We were prepared for that. We were absolutely not prepared for the devastation that came. No, that kind of warning did not come. And here's another problem that is currently happening. Our dams are in jeopardy. They have not been repaired the way that they need to be. Now all of the debris from the homes, from people, from everything is starting to put pressure on our dams. So there are still areas that are currently in danger of still possibly being flooded because of these dams.
So it's not like I have a direct family member per se, but the thing about the Appalachian area is everybody helps each other, and it's not like these big cities or these big states that have all the businesses and all the big economy and all that. These are places that don't typically rely on, the government for any kind of help. But it just so happens that, this region is very much in need of government help. Just because this area or this region of the country don't rely on government help doesn't mean it shouldn't be getting it. It's hard not to get angry. It's hard not to get upset when you see what's happening.
There's there's no military. There's no one's doing nothing. It blows my mind. And they're not even allowing people to see what's really going on. One of our friends yesterday, they were actually escorting CNN down at Lake Lure, and they wouldn't even let CNN, the sheriff department would not let them go videotape the bad areas, how destructive it is. I don't know why they don't want to show you all that, but I mean, it is bad. These people are limited medication, they're running out of oxygen, and there's no one going to get them. There's military helicopters all over here sitting on the ground, and they can't do nothing. Even my JSOC boys in Fayetteville, they can't get orders to come out here. It is just the most disgusting thing, and they're killing these people. And I don't know why they're doing it. I don't know what kind of conspiracy. I've heard so many things, whatever you want to come up with, but they are literally allowing these people to fucking die in the mountains right now because we can't get helicopters.
I don't care. There is not an explanation that I can come up with as to why that is. Their whole livelihood is being torn apart, and it's weird. There's no true coverage of what's going on. It seems to be that they're keeping it from being covered. They're keeping it from being, really reaching the people of the country to know what's actually going on. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm not a big conspiracy theorist kind of person, but what I am is I'm a real person, and I'm observing what I see, and I'm going to share with you what I'm seeing and what I think. Unfortunately, I'm not in a position to really help, like I want to be able to help. I drove my motorcycle out to Kroger thinking I could just go in, buy some water, and donate it. Turns out, donation drop-off is a little bit a ways away. So there's Kroger, and down there is where we're taking the water. Alex Sparks, guys, hit her up on Facebook. She's going to take a bunch of stuff down to help out. All I could do was some water, and but a little bit goes a long way, I hope. We'll see. Hopefully they don't do any kind of weird stuff with her, and she's able to actually give this to people that can actually need it or use it. Just across the road, guys, you drop off some water. It looks like you're pretty full on dog food, cat food, horse feed, and so she's got an animal trailer and she's got a human trailer, so that's pretty awesome. Huge thanks to Walmart, Amazon, Home Depot, Lowe's, and I'm sure there's other companies that are trying to help as well, but I'm not aware of them. So if you know of companies or even people that are well off that are doing actual help, give those people the recognition for doing what they can.
Help is on the way.
We just kind of organized a private helicopter army to go in and survey the damage and extract people and take supplies in and just create landing zones for everybody to have supply routes in and out.
Matt McSwain is a pilot from Mount Holly and says he received a call from Operation Airdrop, an organization now working to shore up relief and rescue efforts for folks trapped in North Carolina's high country.
We've had 37 helicopters today, volunteers. We've had people from Texas to Maine, all the way across the East Coast, just show up and like, how do we help?
For folks who remember Katrina, there's like the Cajun Navy.
Right.
I feel very much like this is Cajun Navy.
Yep, this is Redneck Navy. Redneck Marine Corps. I'm a Marine, so Redneck Marines.
McSwain took us back to the war room where we were allowed to take photos but not share any audio from inside. There's a station where they gather calls for help, often from social media posts, then triage the severity of the need and what supplies should go on the flight, and then attempt to find that person in distress. One of the biggest hurdles, McSwain says, is not having spots to land.
When we go to those GPS coordinates, we may not be able to land there. It might be a mile, 2 miles on one side or the other just because we can't get to that distress call.
Tuesday, he says they plan to help with another major concern, shuttling in communication devices for first responders.
There's actual whole communities that are completely cut off from the grid. We tried to establish communications with the local sheriff's department, the fire department. There is no communications.
It's just so weird to me, I'm not a pro this guy or a pro that guy. I've been through enough in my life to tell you that these people are, they're running their careers and they're going to do whatever they do seemingly for their own best interest, no matter what side. So I'm not playing the Trump card, and I'm not playing the Democrat. But one thing that really is interesting to me is how we spend billions, guys. I'm talking billions for other countries. I mean, just think, if this was happening in another country, I guarantee you they'd be more willing to actually help. $750 for someone who's in immediate, serious need of help is a joke right now in this economy. These guys lost a lot more than 2 trips to Kroger. They've lost family members. They've lost everything they've worked for their entire lives. Is just literally going down the drain.
What do the states in the storm zone need, Mr. President?
Okay?
What do the states in the storm zone, what do they need after what you saw today?
Oh, in the storm zone?
Yes, sir.
I'm wondering what storm you're talking about. they're getting everything they need. And they're very happy across the board.
There's not enough attention to this or care about it. Even in the Appalachian region, there are people that are completely unaware that there are people in their mountains lost, dying, dead. I don't know what it's going to take to get these people to get off their butts and actually use the resources they have and the power they have to really make an impact. And so, I don't know. So here I am, you know, I'm over here trying to do something on YouTube and post stuff on Facebook or whatever, do content, right? And then I'm realizing the things that I've posted and the things I've done during this disaster makes me out to look like a careless piece of crap. Because I didn't know. There wasn't coverage like there should have been, and there still isn't. So it's like, and then you got to look at it. Well, what do I do now? Because I've been sitting out here in the garage, just looking at these pieces of bamboo, just wondering, what's the point? Ignorance is bliss. It always is.